All right, let's go to the Ethan Klein thing. First of all, this facial expression is fucking perfect. By the way, what's with Ethan being in his disco era?
I don't know, but that he looks like weirdly like you'd see him on a 70s porn set.
He looks like a disco club owner. Like this is definitely a new Ethan Klein era that we're seeing. I don't know if it's exercise. I don't know if it's Ozempic. I don't know what it is. But Ethan, he's looking slender. He's got hair. He's got doing something with the hair. He's got those buttons unbuttoned. Like Ethan's going for it.
I got a question for you. Did you just have a momentary pause and flashback when you saw the board sitting behind him in that picture?
Yeah, it looks like the 101 studio a little bit.
Yeah, that's the. You know what? I'd recognize the Cadillac of boards whenever it's.
Oh, by the way, KETH 101.1. So that's close. We were 101.7. So Ethan Klein, I got this for you guys, and maybe for Johnny a little bit too. Because I feel like I've dominated the Sydney Sweeney conversation.
Okay.
I feel like I've kind of told people what to think about Sydney Sweeney because I think she's gorgeous. I've bought into all the Nazi, Hitler, eugenics, great genes thing, you know? That's what's funny. There seems to be two sides to the Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ad. One side is it's not eugenics. And the other side is it's totally eugenics. And the people who say it's eugenics, they're angry, they're upset, they're mad at the ad. The people who love the ad say it's not eugenics. My position is it's totally eugenics, and I'm 100% cool with it. You know?
That's why I'm on board.
Yeah. If I found out it wasn't, I got to be honest, it would take some of the zip off the fastball for me.
Here's the worst part for me is I was on the team of, her face is, again, and we're kind of splitting here. Her face is okay. Great bod, and they're like, yeah, but then learn more about her. I'm like, well, fuck, now I really like this chick. This is the problem.
Before we get into this story, Ray DeVito fan, thank you for the $1.99 and your fan fiction that you have going. I thank you for giving me $4 to let me know that I've completely broken you. Appreciated, buddy. All right, let's go to the Ethan Klein, Sydney Sweeney take. Again, doing this for you. I'm going to argue with Ethan because my audience has this same opinion, and I don't need to dominate the conversation. I don't need to tell my audience that there's only one opinion they can have.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear from someone else and see what they think.
I'm on the record. Sydney Sweeney is hot and has great boobs. I am a God-blessed white American, and I stand together with my fellow Americans in joining in to say, unilaterally, we love Sydney Sweeney and her massive jugs. We stand together.
Now, I know that a lot of you are saying, wait a minute, did Ethan just call himself a white American? Guys, he's doing a satire.
He's doing a bit.
We're accepting this. We're accepting the white American part as part of the satire. That's totally fine.
See, I wish the Dems would just,
I salute you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We stand in solidarity, my friends, with these beautiful, massive... Sorry, I'm just doing a joke.
No, we need to own it. We need to own her boobs. Like, it cannot be a MAGA thing now. Avery was just saying...
Yeah, what?
Okay, look, I'm not... I want to say something here that's going to be seen as wildly controversial. I'm not saying that... I'm not attracted to Hila Klein. But she...
She has a forehead, is what you're saying.
Shut up. Shut up. That's not... I didn't notice until now. Now she's doing something for me. Hila looks better. Like, Hila is... Like, she glowed up a little bit. In my opinion, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I just feel like she's... I can feel... I'm not looking at the chat or anything. I can feel the hatred of my opinion right now.
Well, she's not wearing any of her clothing line stuff from the looks of it. She looks more professional.
She looks kind of cute. Yeah, professional and kind of cute. I got to be honest. Balls Deep, thank you for the $1.99. Appreciate that, my man. All right, let's continue on with Ethan Sydney Sweeney.
Avery was just saying, I hate now that if I say she's attractive, I'm considered MAGA.
That is kind of weird. I don't think so, though.
No, not really.
I mean, she's like.
That's okay, but let me say this. That's when you know you've had too much internet. If you actually think that's what it means, Like you've been reading too much, you've been watching too many videos, you've been, trolling subreddits for too long. If you actually think that, oh man, like if you gaslight yourself into going, oh, if I think Sydney Sweeney's attractive, then I'm a Trump supporter. That's kind of like, there's all these signs out there. And I know that everyone knows I'm right. And I know that I've had to educate people on this and they hate me for it. But like, there are those signs that you all know. And until I pointed them out to you, you didn't want to admit them to yourselves. But there are certain touch tones that show you've interneted too much. Yeah. And one of those things is you take innocuous things like an American Eagle ad and you think it dictates people's political opinions. You need to shut it off. You need to go hang out with your family members. You need to go to events. You need to go to like county fairs or something like that. You need to go figure out what normal people are doing. You need to figure out what okay people are doing. And you need to go, even if you have to mirror because you don't have the ability to be normal anymore, you got to at least go and mimic for a little bit. Because if you think that thinking a woman is attractive dictates your political opinion, you've divorced yourself from reality way too much and you're broken inside.
One of the most popular like models / actors. You can say she's hot, Avery. I won't judge you.
Okay. You hear
I
that?
personally don't. I don't.
You need to go there. You need to go there.
No, it's fine. Look, I just think she's not my type. I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
she's
fine.
I don't think she's that pretty.
I got it.
See, now I'm starting to heat up a little bit here. I don't think she's that pretty. Who is? Like, who's pretty? That's my question to you anti-Sydney Sweeney people. Who's pretty? If she's not pretty.
Scarlett Johansson.
All right, that's not fair, you son of a bitch.
Like,
Look,
no, I'm just saying, put Scarlett Johansson in the same clothes, in the same pose. I'm all for it. Put her under the hood of that Ford Mustang, and I'm gonna have to change my pants.
okay, but Scarlett Johansson's still one of the most beautiful women in the world. But, and this is going to sound, I don't want to say this because it sounds shitty. How much longer does she have to hold that throne? I mean, she's held back the hands of time because she's like in her 40s, right?
I think so, yeah.
Just fucking depressing to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it make you feel old?
Now I want to Google it so I can feel better about life. Hold on.
I honestly understand what you mean. But
She looks kind of frumpy.
What? Okay.
Hold on.
This is Jewish trickery at this point. Ethan, all due respect to you and your culture and your background and everything else.
Holy shit, you hit the nail on the head exactly.
This is Netanyahu propaganda right now. This is not right. And you have your disco chest hair exposed, so you're feeling yourself. You're very confident right now because you're in your disco era. But let me just reel it in a little bit. Frumpy. Lizzo is frumpy. All right. Roseanne was frumpy. Sydney Sweeney ain't frumpy. What did I hit the nail on the head about?
40 years old exactly.
Okay.
She's 40.
So she's about my age. I had such a huge crush. The first time I realized I had a huge crush on Scarlett Johansson was the movie In Good Company with Dennis Quaid. And I was like, God damn, she is beautiful.
she's also
That's just like, and I was a teenager, so this is okay. It wasn't like I was an adult. I'm this person's exact age. The movie Raising Helen is when I realized I had a huge crush on Hayden Panettiere. She was like 15. I was 15. She was like my age. And I was like, oh my God, she is breathtaking. And I turned out to be right.
totally
You're
guilty.
losing the Democrats, bro.
You're
Come on.
these fucking liberals, bro.
What is frumpy mean? Let me make sure I
I
didn't
don't
say
even know
something
what you
just
crazy.
mean by
invented it.
frumpy.
Frumpy, I would define frumpy as like kind of chunky and gross looking in the face. You got kind of a pudge face. That's a frump.
Yeah, butterface. You know?
Not even. I think you got to have a little plumpness to you. I think you got to be
All
a
right.
little unwashed. Frumpy is just like, you're a frump. You're just, I mean, it's almost an onomatopoeia. Like it's a word that's a sound, like a frump. I can look at, like, okay, remember when Rebel Wilson was fat?
Yeah.
Give her dark hair. That's a frump.
Wait a minute, was fat. Let me look that
No,
up.
Rebel Wilson, I think, skinnied up a little bit. I could be wrong.
Oh, that's such a
Dowdy, old fashioned. Yeah, like that. She's dowdy as fuck.
dude. Like every
Dowdy.
Jewish grandmother aunt says that. Like, hey, you're
Or gets
frumpy.
upset. What's your problem with frumpy? Look at her face.
What is frumpy?
See, here we go.
What adds to her attractiveness? People like her frumpiness.
Dowdy.
What are we?
What's wrong with that face? Tell me what.
Nothing at that angle. Like I said, if we can get her to permanently look over one of her shoulders, she's not bad. But a lot of the straight on shots where we're just bust head, like we can focus on it, some doesn't line up right. I don't know.
Are people saying like dead eyes, lifeless eyes, like a doll's eyes? Is that their take?
Kind of. I can see it in this photo,
Do
but
you
she
not-
might be doing that on purpose.
Do you think Taylor Swift is pretty?
No, I've always thought she was
Oh.
remarkably mid.
Because I was just going to say, I think she's got a prettier face than Taylor Swift.
Well, that's not helping you for me.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Okay, so she stepped over the average kid. Great.
A lot of my shots ain't landing.
What?
That's
Frumpy-
right. I called her dowdy.
don't
Frumpy
even
is
know what that
dowdy.
means.
What is dowdy?
I thought he was calling her downsy. Like I thought he was saying she's downy.
I'm looking it up.
Not about to be
Unfashionable and without style.
Wow.
Oh fuck
yeah,
you,
so you're
dude.
way off on the frumpy, buddy.
No, that's dowdy. That's what dowdy.
Oh, that's
means.
dowdy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or frumpy. Either way, she's neither of those two things.
You're a basic bitch. Is that what you're saying?
I'll say that. I'll say
Because
it.
I agree with that, but I can also still appreciate she's totally gifted by God with perfect
God,
everything.
Great genes. Holy shit. Can we stop? You just said it. How can we be upset and offended by the great genes thing when even Hila Klein is like, I mean, I'll say it, she's gifted by God, but that means she has great genes.
Just because you're gifted by God doesn't mean you're not dope. I mean, like dude,
Michael Rappaport Jewish rant will live rent free in my head forever. Yo, just because you're Jewish and you're not chosen doesn't mean you're not dope. Oh, thank you, Michael. I appreciate that.
But
God bless.
It's great. American Eagles.
yeah,
As you were.
it's not necessarily my type, but
Yeah.
she's certainly the type of a million gajillion men.
It's just. Can I speak my mind? Permission
You're
to
not,
speak
the,
my mind.
you're not the only one, by the way. There's a lot of
it's your
people
show.
saying that.
No, there's a lot of
Yeah, there's
people
a
who
lot
agree
of
with
insults
Ethan.
that don't think she's attractive.
Obviously, she's
Yeah.
got a beautiful body. Like she's
And a
gorgeous.
beautiful face.
What
What are
incels?
we-
What
I
do you
just
how's
like the
that an insult?
personality.
What are we doing here?
I just think her face is
Well,
not that pretty. That's all.
well-
That's all I'm.
I hear this, and like when I hear it from Ethan now, I hear my whole audience. I hear everybody who I've been fighting with that she doesn't have a great face. And you guys, you're not convincing me. But what you're convincing me of is that my eyes don't work right. Like I see, like if I say something's green, you guys will tell me it's red. I'm going to start to believe I don't see color right. Even if the thing's green. So like Ethan Klein and all you guys telling me her face is all fucky.
I mean, all fucky is a bit of an exaggeration.
I just think I'm not saying she's perfect, but I'm saying she's close to perfect.
I'll say this: the picture he put on the screen was not one to argue the point that she doesn't, that she's just okay in the face region. Again, that's if we're just trying to find a flaw. Though.
Right.
I'm also willing to admit that.
If we completely take personality out of the equation, and that was all there was looks, would you ever be unhappy with someone who looked like that? Again, looks are the only thing that exists. Like feelings and emotions and all that, they don't exist. All attraction is only physical. Would you ever be upset for ending up with someone like that?
I'd say going off of the photos I have readily available to me here right now, I'd say that would happen 3 out of 10 times.
God,
So
yeah.
about
This
30%.
I'm sorry, but you and the audience and Ethan Klein are making me feel.
Dude, I'm just
Crazy.
there's some of them where it's just like all right, so straight on and face down. Her cheeks are really plump and they kind of sag on her face. So she's got
is
an old
wild.
man face. Again, it's an angle thing. If she's looking up or to the side where the lighting cuts all of that out of her face and it smooths it out for you, she looks amazing. But at certain angles, I feel like I'm dating an aged Chucky doll at that point.
I can't
it's just
believe
weird.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. I can't believe. I'm astonished. I'm flabbergasted. I'm gobsmacked.
There's other angles where I'm like, oh my God, she's an amazingly beautiful woman. There's
What I'm
a
trying
black
to
and white
say is-
IMDb photo.
What I'm trying to say is, how dare you? How dare you?
I'm looking right at the American Eagle ad one. They picked one
Because
of the good
here's what
angles,
I have
but
to
she's
do.
still-
I have two choices now because of you and Ethan and everybody else. I have two choices. I can deny she looks downsy at all, which is what I have to do. Because I'm not going to say she's not ridiculously attractive to me. So if I acknowledge that you guys have a point on the downsy thing, I have to go, oh, that's a look that I like. And it's not. So I don't see what you're seeing, I guess.
Look, I didn't think Sydney Sweeney was that hot, but when I saw that drool thing happen, I went, oh my God.
That would be a guy that I would say, okay, you have to get off my side. You have to, you got to leave.
Saying it's just
Why are we though?
that's it. That's all I'm saying. It's just it.
She'll be okay.
I guess
Yeah, I think
I'm
she'll be
surprised.
okay. She'll move on from
I'm
this.
surprised by the hype around her that everyone's talking about her like she's the most beautiful girl in the world.
Have
And
you
I'm like,
seen-
she's pretty. I mean, she's beautiful, but
Have
like, she's
you
not.
seen her boobies?
I have. I watched Euphoria. I did watch Euphoria, and I did see
And you are still surprised?
all American titties.
Rum Tum Tugger.
Those, I'll tell you what, those titties are all American. They're registered Republican. The titties are registered Republican, Dan.
Who cares? Like, that's where it gets annoying to me for this. Is like,
Where people
oh,
are,
she's a registered Republican. Like, right. Like, any fucking, like, heterosexual dude that met that lady at the bar is going to turn her down because, oh, I found out she was a Republican. She wanted to fucking bang me, but, you know, she's a registered Republican, so I had to say no.
Yeah, fucking enough with these Republican. I can't like Republican titties.